Shanti, could you talk about why people seem to come together or have more energy or more motivated in the face of adversity?
Yes. Human nature remains the same. Human nature remains the same. Different situation brings people together. So when there is atrocity, something everyone gets connected, like happening in the France, people came together. But that happens at individual level and family level also. I have seen so many families, when they're poor, everyone is together. You know, there is helping each other and everything. Same family, when they grow rich in wealth, then they move to different places and business grows, money comes, and then fighting takes place. This is universal, not in one country or one society, everywhere. So basically, human nature is self-preservation. Okay, and when certain situations come, there is a necessity that brings people together. But basically, the real problem is morality at personal level. Like instead of getting rid of guns, getting rid of prisons, getting rid of crimes, real reprogramming, and that is from childhood, explaining the moral code. Like morality is not tell the truth and not violence for someone else, but explaining that it is good for our health. So I wrote in the books also, like in the school, primary school, even in kindergarten, we had the stories, Jataka stories, so many stories that taught the spiritual lessons. Jatak story, Panchatantra stories. You can look up on YouTube, Panchatantra stories or Jataka stories, like a rabbit and like a lion king, that kind of story. That. Okay. So all kind of stories. So you are brought up with that, and all these violence things take place because they are programmed from childhood. In some Muslim countries, they are brainwashed. They cannot think. They are like robots. So violence they can do without feeling any remorse for it because they are programmed. You get used to it. Everything is conditioning. So really, thing can be done is to change the youth, just young age, when they are growing up to year 7. All the impressions are very deep. So they should get education. They should get love from parents. So they come up with security. And so many people are born where parents don't pay attention. They don't get enough love. They feel insecurity. And this is why, to fulfill that, they do many violent things. Or they see these things. They are programmed through TV and everything. So once you are programmed, you take for granted. You don't think. So really, at this level, all these people get together and all this is superficial. Real thing is transforming from childhood. From childhood, one comes up with sanskaras. And that is very powerful. Like I was brought up with certain sanskaras, so powerful that, I don't have to worry. If child is properly trained up to growing years, like proper lifestyle and thinking, then they go out in the world, they will be safe. But parents ignore the children when they're growing up, and then they give them higher education. But that doesn't help. So really transforming at deeper level. Other thing is, instead of getting together, collective meditation, like everyone, sat at the same time, meditated for peace. So that would include everyone. So those vibrations reach violent people also. And TM did experiment, collective meditation. It reduced the crime rate tremendously. So we need to do at higher level, because just like controlling with police force or military is only suppressing. Actually, the violent people are getting more violent. They're finding new ways of violence. So it says you cannot control violence with violence. Buddha's teaching, So you can only conquer others by love, never by violence. And it is so complex. According to philosophy, we are in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means we are speeding up everything. So at the end of Kali Yuga comes destruction, partial or full destruction. So all the signs are with overpopulation, weapons of mass destruction, and all kind of crazy individuals and all the things. Anything can happen, and that is for the purpose of balancing. And God has created this world to establish the balance. So from that standpoint, whatever is happening is God's play, divine play, to balance out. Because it has to balance out somehow. Population growing like this, some like epidemic, starvation, disease, disaster, something will take place to balance out. So we don't need to worry about, we have to worry about living moral life, saving ourselves, and spreading the message. Okay. Starting from within and spread the message to others.